And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to 302 Sports Weekly, live here at the Buffalo Wild Wings Christiana location. Week 27, Nick. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. I didn't even know that exact number. I'm shocked you broke that out. 27. I like that.
Yeah, I don't forget things. I'm like a little bit of a Rain Man, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. But no, man, we got a great show lined up for us. We'll send Nick Alessandrini alongside me. I'm looking forward to the show. Nick's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we've got a great guest, Wilmington softball, in the house tonight. You'll hear from them in just a little bit. And right now, as usual, our desk is filled up with Mike Lang and Jason Winchell. Guys, how you doing on this fine Wednesday night?
Doing good. Good, nice.
And see, it is nice. It's good to have you guys here tonight.
Back inside, Mike, you, Nick, and I all came bundled in our long sleeves.
That's right.
Jay dressed appropriately as always.
I have the hoodie too, but we don't need the hoodie. Yeah, I have my jacket.
Yeah, you got the jacket, the hoodie, we're good to go. But hey, just a reminder to everybody else out there watching, if you come down to the show, you can walk away with some cool looking stuff. We got 302 merchandise, including the phone pops. I'm a big fan of the phone pops. And also, if you come down here and you tell your waiter or waitress that you're here to see the show, you could go home with a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card. Not to mention some scratch-offs as far as free appetizers and whatnot are concerned. So, make sure you come down here. Check us out here at the Christiana location of Buffalo Wild Wings every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Well, before we get to our guests, we'll get to them a little later, Wilmington University. We had an impressive week, and of course our game of the week between St. Mark's and Hodson. Unfortunately, we could not stream that due to weather issues. Their game was moved, and we just could not make it work logistically. However, we did get to the nightcap at Frawley Stadium, and it was a good game between Red Lion and Wilmington Friends. And Mike, I know you're going to do the recap here. This game, pretty good game for two teams that a lot of people may not be paying attention to.
Yeah, Red Lion surprised me about them. They have about 12 or 13 kids on the roster. They really can't make too many moves, but they came out. Bryce Sterling pitched a great game for them, and then Derek Cousy came in and relieved. And we'll see a little bit of that later on in Friends. What I was really impressed with Friends, they brought in Wyatt Nelson, a quarterback, as a relief pitcher. Dude, he can throw. Man, what an arm he's got. I was really impressed by Wyatt Nelson. He also had a hit. It was a fun game. It was a close game, 4-2. Red Lion hung on, and it was a fun game.
Absolutely, and I believe right now we're going to roll the tape.
Here we go.
And watch the highlights here, Mike.
Yeah, I already said everything that happened, so here we go.
Let's see how we got there.
This is Austin Pryor. They don't fit her over the head of the second baseman, and it's on a great way to start the game. Get on base with the single. That was the first pitch hit. Came up with a good game. This is still by Pryor, sneaks in there. So all of a sudden, the second. This is Sam Hardcastle in the batter. You see him drive over to right center field. That's Cole Opter back in center. Over his head, all the way to the fence. But Sam Hardcastle at first base with the 335-foot single.
It's a name you might recognize from the Newark national teams back in the day.
This is his brother Nate Hardcastle. He goes left center, and he was on those Northern National teams. And
Northern National, baby.
You see Sam around in second base there. Austin Pryor came in to score with 1-0. Boom, and that actually was the second run. And you see Nate Hardcastle go to third base, sliding in, advancing on the throw. So all of a sudden it's 2-0. And ground ball up the middle. And Sam Geis making the play, but it's enough to get the run home. And 3-zip after a half inning. Good way to start.
Heck of a way to start for that one.
Here we are, second inning. Red line back at it. Okay, big drive over the head of Michael McKenzie. I think that was Bryce Sterling, the pitcher, who did that. That was going to be his double there, so he helped himself. And there you see no courtesy runner, because I mentioned they only have a couple extra arms or players on the bench. That's a grounder through. Sam Hardcastle knocks it down, but the saver run there. Then Pryor comes up, drives it to center field, and Sterling's going to tag. Played the second base is cool. Sterling got across home plate just before the out of second. Run counts as 4-0. Here we go, bases loaded, bottom of third base. Grounder to pop up start second base. Sam Hardcastle, he's a busy guy. He had a lot of putouts and assists in the field. Here we are, bottom of the fifth inning, loaded again. Another pop up to second base. And another play by that Sam Hardcastle. He's all over the place. Move to the bottom of the seventh. Bases loaded one more time. That's why Nelson mentioned he had the hit. Drove in 2 runs here for Friends. It's not over. It's all of a sudden it's 4-2. Winning run at the plate.
Wow.
The crowd's going crazy. Here we go. Swing and a miss. Xander Emberger comes in, gets the save for Red Line. They go home with a win. Congratulations on the Lions. They look pretty good that night.
Absolutely. How about that? Hold it on there, Mike.
Yep.
Late inning. Bases loaded 3 times for Friends.
It's a great name, Xander.
Yeah. Xander Bogarts.
Right.
Baseball right now.
Kid's
but
got some baseball chops, I can tell, just from his name.
absolutely.
Professor X, that's a good nickname, Professor X,
Ooh.
Speed Racer.
Professor X.
Or
Racer,
Racer X,
X-Men,
same thing, yeah.
and also X-Men.
All the things
Copyright.
you learn here at 302 Sports Media.
Absolutely. So it looked like it was an impressive game there. Obviously, again, apologies we couldn't make the other 2 games as they were kind of rained out. One was rained out and moved. I believe that first game between.
After all the stadiums, the games, as long as the weather's nice that day,
Absolutely. And then, of course, like we said, with the St. Mark's and Hudson game, we'll get to that when we get to our baseball roundup. So we're going to take a quick commercial break here. When we come back, Wilmington University softball team will be joining us. We'll talk to them after the break.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz and Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Now we are joined by the Wilmington softball team coach Michael Shehorn and players Rosalind Burton, Lexi Boffman, and Courtney Dellinger. Ladies, thanks for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. And Coach?
Thank you.
Yep. And before we get started, Coach, I understand you guys have some breaking news for us tonight.
Oh yeah, actually, pretty excited. The first regional rankings came out today, and we were fortunate enough to receive the number 3 ranking in the region right now, which is the highest ranking that we've received in the history of the program. So pretty excited about it.
Wow, there we go. Congratulations on that, first off and foremost.
Absolutely, and Coach, in your 6th season now, you guys sit at 28-12 overall, 16-4 in conference. Pretty good start to your year. What has given you that success this year? What are some of the keys that have helped you guys get off to a fantastic start to your year?
Well, I think part of it is, young ladies like these ladies here and the rest of our girls that are here. They understand that when they commit to our program, they're committing to a program that is demanding, a lot from them, both on the field as well as in the classroom. We really we push them hard. I think we treat them very well, but we also demand a lot from them, and I think they respond well from that. So it goes back to our girls train at Titus Sports here in Delaware, and those guys really do a great job of pushing them, and they do a lot of early morning workouts and things like that to kind of push them and kind of challenge them, make them uncomfortable, so that kind of translate to when we're in a game and you're in a position where you're not necessarily comfortable and you got to find a way to get through it. So I think that has a lot to do with it, and also think that our schedule, our non-conference schedule, has a lot to do with it. We make a spring trip every year. We go down to Florida. We play at the National Training Center, and we schedule the best of the best. The last 2 years we've played the reigning national champs, 2017 and then 2018, and we've been able to beat both of those teams in the last 2 years. Including this year, we played Southern Indiana, who won it last year. We beat them in Florida, and then we also played the runner-up, who lost in the national championship. We beat them as well in Florida. So playing teams like that at that level early in the season definitely sets us up, I think.
Well, absolutely. And ladies, kind of the same question to you. What can you guys kind of attribute to your early success to?
Absolutely. Now, moving along here, Coach, since you've taken over, the program has really done a fantastic job, and you set pretty good goals for your team year in and year out. What has it been like taking the program over and now seeing it kind of blossom into the success that you've seen?
Well, I think the key for us is that we talk every year about. We start out with some smaller goals. Obviously we want to have a tough schedule, and we want to win within that schedule. We want to have a chance to win the conference tournament, because if you win the conference tournament, you're getting an automatic bid into the regional tournament. we've won the conference tournament, we've been to the regional championship game, and we've lost at that point. And so we just keep talking every year about making sure that this year we're better than we were last year. And I think you can ask these girls here. I mean, we have some big goals too. Our ultimate goal is to win a Division II national championship, and that's our ultimate goal. It's not the end-all, be-all. It's not. We don't measure every day on that, but we do talk about it because I think it's important for our ladies to know that if we want to be a champion, we have to prepare to be one every day, not just on days where we feel like we should be. We have to prepare that way every day. And, there's only one team left standing, and that team has done something special that somebody else or a lot of other teams didn't do, and that's kind of what we focus on every day.
And ladies, now to you guys. Do you guys meet and talk a little bit about your expectations early in the season? What kind of your guys' accomplishments did you guys have in mind, or what are you looking to accomplish this season, or maybe how has it changed over the course of the year since you came in here to begin?
Well, for me, I would say this year's expectation is much higher than last year. Last year we lost one of our key components, which is our 2-hole hitter, Keanu Burson, which kind of set us back a little bit. We still made it far, but probably not as far as we want to. So this year, I expect no less than to go to the regional championship.
Absolutely.
Our first day of practice, this year, I was transferred this year, so I wasn't aware of our conference and everything. But first day, we sat down, we talked about what we wanted to accomplish this season, and it's, I don't know, kind of put it in perspective and what we're going to set out to do. Really goal oriented.
That's good.
Yeah, so Courtney, you talked a little bit about that transferring. You started your career off at UD, you transferred over to Wilmington. What has that adjustment been like for you, and how has it been?
It's been really good. I think a big thing that made me want to come here is just the coaching staff. I think a big thing for girls is to focus on your coaches who you're going to play with, and they're just a great set of coaches. They're successful, and also they just really care about all the players.
And Lexi and Rosalind, you guys, a little bit of a different road. You committed to play at Wilmington, and we talked about the recent success the program has had. Did that play into your guys' minds at all when making the commitment to Wilmington, or was that a big factor when deciding you wanted to play there?
So when I was a senior in high school, I was looking to go far away, just like every other kid in Delaware. I wanted to get out of the state. I wanted to go far. I wanted people to be like, oh, Lexi's in South Carolina. But I was talking to schools, and there was never that thing that made me say yes, it's where I want to be. And then I was at a tournament, and coach was actually looking at somebody else and came over to my game and mentioned something to my coach. Emailed me later on that week, I think. And then I got a little interested. Thought, 10 minutes isn't so bad. Let me look into it. And then once I came on my visit, I was like, this is what I was looking for. I mean, I didn't know much about the program. I wasn't following them throughout high school, but as soon as I stepped on campus, got to the field, met the coaching staff, I found the missing piece that helped me make my commitment.
Wow, that's awesome. And Rosalind, similar experience for you, or take us kind of through your process?
Well, I was committed to go to UMBC at first, but that didn't work out. So my senior year of high school and also junior year of high school, I played for Coach Shehorn's daughter, Sky Boris. And coming in my senior year, once the UMBC situation didn't work out, I went to her, literally begging, can you put in a good word for me to your dad? Can get me maybe him to come look at me? And she said yes. But even before that, I was an 8th grader, I remember, and he was still the head coach at CR. And I was so excited as a freshman coming in because I was like, okay, I'm playing for him. I'm ready to go in, make a big impact because I knew what kind of coach he was prior because I had siblings that played for him. So I feel like just him, it's more like, it was kind of like a family thing, playing for him. I played for his daughter. I want to stay in that circle after the first option didn't work out, and he's been a great guy ever since.
Oh, wow, that's a great story.
Now, all three of you ladies had your high school careers in Delaware. You're Delaware natives, or you went to high school. I don't know if you guys are all Delaware. But with Lexi going to St. George's, Courtney and Hodson, and Rosalind, you went to CR. What are some of the benefits of you guys being able to stay home and have the family come see the whole nine? What kind of made that an attractive part of Wilmington?
The nice thing is you can still have I still live in an apartment. I don't live at home, which is nice for me. It's I can be home and I can also actually go home.
Right.
And it's I don't know. It's a good chance to still experience college, but also go home when I not be so far.
I do live at home, so it always has been go home after the game, go home after practice, to mom and dad, like it has been throughout all the years I've been playing. So again, back to making my commitment, that was like a special piece that I know mom and dad can watch me for my last 4 years playing in college. So seeing them come to every game and people from my high school, former coaches show up to the games, that's really special to me, knowing that I stayed local so that they could do that.
Absolutely.
For me, I wouldn't say it was more like family because my parents, they travel everywhere with me. My dad would have made it to any game wherever I went. I feel like it was more of the transition. Because playing for his daughter, they're the same person. So I'm just like, okay, I'm about to make a transition just to the bigger guy. So I think it would be an easy transition for me, which some days were easy and then there were some tough days. But I think it was just making that transition with him from his daughter would benefit me because I already knew the game plan going in.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach, now similar question to you. Can you talk a little bit about the benefits of local players coming to play softball at Wilmington?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's for me. I mean, if you're a kid that obviously, if you live, in the northern part of the state, it's a huge benefit because the cost to attend Wilmington University is very, very reasonable. So, it's a university that is small in size, but it's big in its athletic department in the way that you're treated as an athlete. So, we're a Division II level school, but I feel like a lot of our programs in our athletic department run themselves as if they're a Division I program. So you get that big time feel, but you're not, necessarily taking out tons of student loans and doing a lot of things that a lot of other bigger schools do. So I think that's one of them. And just to kind of hit on a couple of the things that these young ladies said, it is huge for them, and we talk about it all the time. We have a lot of kids on our team that are from out of state as well. Obviously, I think our roster right now is dominated by a lot of California kids, and it's tough for those kids to come here and leave after a home game or even an away game and go behind the dugout. And these young ladies have their families there, and those kids, they go there and they don't necessarily have that. And I think that these guys do a really good job, and their families do a good job of kind of, stepping into that role and kind of adapting, and helping those young ladies with, just kind of being there when they have a tough game, or even if they had a great game, just kind of patting them on the back. And my coaching staff and myself, I think we do a pretty good job with that as well. Coach Rich Groff, who is our infield coach, who used to coach baseball at Wilmington, he's in his 3rd or 4th year with us. Coach James Brittingham is our outfield coach. We're fathers. We're dads first. We all have our own kids. My daughter's older. Coach Britt's son and daughter are a little older, but we're fathers, and so we understand that. We understand that sometimes these girls just need they need a hug, or every once in a while they need kind of a kick in the rear end, and we're there to give it to them, but we're also there to kind of share the love and the passion with them, and I think that's huge. So.
Absolutely. And you guys, as a team and as individuals, you guys have put together some great accolades. But Rosalind, looking up and down here, what you've accomplished in the past couple of years, it's pretty impressive. 2017, the Shut Sports / NFCA Division II Softball National Freshman of the Year finalist. Let me catch my breath.
I was
get my
gonna
mouth a little water for this. Second team NFCA All-America. First team D2 CCA All-East Region. First team NFCA All-East Region. First team All-CACC, and the Rookie of the Year back in 2017. I'm going to pass it to you, Nick.
Yeah, wait, there's 2018 too, Pat. Fast Pitch News, second team All-American, D2 CCA All-American Honorable Mention, first team D2 CCA All-East Region, first team All-CACC, Shut Sports FCA Division II Softball National Player of the Year, top 25 finalist. Career batting average 479, 241 hits, 25 doubles, 17 triples, 6 home runs, 76 RBIs, 521 on base percentage, 632 slugging percentage, and currently hitting .516 this season, and then there's a 23-game hitting streak. Did you guys get all of that?
Knock on wood. But, Rosalind, what do you got to say about that? You got to have some kind of words. How do we be like you?
Think. This is a big answer. Think long. Think hard.
Definitely Titus, my coaches, my teammates make me who I am. I wouldn't be any person on the field that I would not be without them. Like Titus, they trained me to be one of the top people in the nation. My coaches, they prep me every day at practice to be a top player in the nation. And then my teammates, they just support me. Like do people don't know that if your team doesn't do good, it really doesn't do anything for you when you're put on a stat sheet. So my team does me so well with the 500 batting average. They back me up with that. Yeah, we have one of the top RBI queens right now on our team, and all those runs that you see me put up is because she hits me in. It's just, I would say it's really just a blessing, like, because I was supposed to be somewhere else, but then I come here and honestly, they bring out greatness in me, and that's all they want from all the players on our team is just greatness. They don't want you to just be good or okay. They want you to be the best you that you can be, and every day they push me to do that, so I can only thank them.
Absolutely. And again, it shows, again, congratulations on that third team in the region, a big accomplishment there. And if you heard that breaking news here, before we let you guys go, we kind of ask everyone this question. Now, you guys already have walk-up songs, I'm told. We usually have some of the high school kids on there. They don't have them, so they get to pick them. So kind of walk us through your walk-up songs. And then at the end, we're going to ask you, if Coach had a walk-up song, what would it be for him? So we'll start. Courtney, why don't we start with you? We'll start over there.
We have like 2 walk-up songs each. So my first one is... My teammates are dancing to it. It's Slow Down, you can't catch me. Now, it should be Missy's, but it's mine. I'm not as fast as her, but just give them a warning.
Yeah, that's nice of you to give them a warning.
And then the second one, I just changed it again, but it's Ricky Ricardo. Just gets the blood flowing, a little dance, That's all.
I love it.
So my first one is Kane Brown's Hometown. The
Kane
lyrics
Brown.
that it's picked around is all I want to do is make my hometown proud. In my game 2, I have to go with my favorite, Jason Aldean. It's the only way I know, and it starts off with don't look until the job gets done. So.
All right.
My game 1 is, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's called Fresh as I Am, or Fresh as I Is.
Ooh.
It's
Bow
by
Wow? Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. That's a throwback,
so
too.
You ain't right, you ain't welcome.
Yeah.
That's my first one. And then my second one I've had since my freshman year. I will never change this one. It's Out Here Grinding by DJ Khaled.
That's it.
Yeah.
We have our fair. We got
that one
similar
just gets
playlists.
me in a different type of mood. Like I'm always out here, always out here grinding. It's just I just go up, head rock, and I'm just like, okay, I'm about to get this done.
All right.
I'm impressed with the little bow wow. That's impressive. All right, so if we had to give one to Coach, what would it be? Has he got a certain song he plays during practice all the time, during bat practice?
Something reggae.
Or something that just describes.
Get him moving a little bit.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, Coach, we'll go to you, man. What's your go-to?
Yeah, maybe to choose one for yourself.
I like all types of music. I can make music. I can do all.
Make your own walk-up song? That's the best answer we've ever had.
I don't know. I'm a huge reggae fan. I like a lot of different ones. I like Sizzla. I like obviously Bob Marley, who's old school. So.
We hear special talent.
Oh, yeah, you have to hit it. You have to.
Oh, this just keeps getting better and better.
We'd probably pack this place if I started doing that. I enjoy reggae. To me, reggae just kind of makes me lay back and just kind of relaxes me a little bit. So really, there's not any one song. I'm just a kind of an old school reggae guy. I just like that.
So shuffle walk-up. It's on shuffle for your walk-up.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Well, thanks, Coach. Mike Shehorn, Rosalind Burton, Lexi Boffman, right? I said it right that time. Courtney Dellinger, thanks. The Wilmington University softball team for coming on. Best of luck.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Mike and Jay will join us, and we'll continue on here on 302 Sports Weekly.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image you envision, we create.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community.
And welcome back into 302 Sports Weekly, live here at the Buffalo Wild Wings Christiana location. Once again, thanks to Wilmington University softball program for coming on. That was a great interview, Nick. It's one of my favorites so far.
Yeah, that was a great one. Great answers to all the questions. You saw how fun they were, and obviously great on the field, great off the field as well, and good luck to them the rest of their season.
Yeah, I'm still a little shook about the little bow wow.
Yeah, fresh as I miss.
Fantastic. Gotta give props where props is due. So we're gonna welcome Jay and Mike back to the set here, and
sorry to darken the set.
Hey, well, it's not everybody can be all America.
Yeah.
So
I'm not even all Wilmington.
You know what I mean?
First team all state.
I'm all Claymont, baby.
All Claymont. That's it right there. So let's hop in. Let's go to the pitch. Let's talk a little girls soccer. We saw our first upset of the season here, Jay and Mike, as number one, or as we'll get down there in a second. But let's look at some games from last week. Number one in Division II, Caraval getting a 1-0 victory over number 2 in Division I, Tower Hill. That Bucks shut out another opponent, improved to 7-0 on the season. Number 5 in D1, Wilmington Charter, 5-0 over number 3 in D1 CR. And then Concord getting a 3-2 overtime victory against, this is where the upset is, the number 4 in Division I, Cape Henlopen. And those games, very impressive. Talk a little bit about what we saw in those games.
Well, I'll start with the obviously one. Caraval has 7-0 on the season, hasn't allowed a goal all year. They beat Padua, which many would consider that an upset. And they've also beat now number 2 Tower Hill, both by 1-0 scores. So that to me is very impressive and a good start on the season for Caraval.
And Jay, repeat that first line you said again. They haven't what? They haven't
allowed a goal
all
season.
A goal all season. That's incredible. I mean that's
7 shutouts.
So Mike, you're in North Wilmington kind of guy. I mean, it's not quite North Wilmington, but Concord's in this surrounding
that's
area.
about as north as you can get.
Yeah. 3-2 with the big time upset victory over Cape Henlopen. That's impressive.
Well, last year they played at, and then the players changed, but last year they played up at Talon Energy Stadium on a Saturday night. We had the game on 3-2, and Cape beat them up. It was 7-1, and they really they hammered them. So for Concord, I'm sure there's a little revenge playing in there, and it's good to see Concord's been around 500 this year. I was just checking some scores here. They lost to St. George's today, so a little bit of a come down for them. But this is a nice win to beat Cape, because Cape's a good team. That's a good division. The North's a pretty solid soccer division, so good for Concord.
Yeah, absolutely. It was 2-0 in that game, and that's what Concord came back from. to win that game. Capes, unfortunate first loss of the season. And as we look ahead, Nick, we got some good games on tap.
Yeah, Pat, 2 great games here this week, both top 10 matchups. We all start tomorrow as number 5 in Division I, Sussex Tech takes on number 6, Cape Henlopen, obviously trying to rebound. That game at 6:30, a big Henlopen North showdown there. It'll be under the lights in Lewis. Again, both teams looking to get back on track in that one. And then our second matchup, number 8 in Division II, Sanford, at number 2 in Division II, Tower Hill. That game's Tuesday at 4 o'clock. The Hillers meet their conference foe. Both teams come in with great defenses, and we could maybe see a high-scoring affair or a 1-0 match. We'll have to wait and see there. And they've just played this afternoon, so one of the teams will be looking for a quick redemption, so maybe we can get a live score up there. I'm not sure if we have one yet.
We have Sanford 2, Tower Hill 1.
So there you have it, close.
That's AE final.
Oh, there you have it. So Tower Hill will be the ones looking for revenge come next Tuesday.
We'll talk a little bit about that upset.
That's an upset. I mean, Sanford come in number 8, Tower Hill number 2. Big win there for Sanford at home. Next week they travel to Tower Hill, so it'll be interesting to see how Tower Hill bounces back in that one. But what a great win for Sanford.
Looks like Evan Amenda, a big scorer for Sanford, scored twice today, including in the 73rd minute to break a 1-1 tie. So pretty even game shots-wise and corners. So that's a good battle in the independent conference there.
Absolutely. So before we move along to softball, let's have a final thought from this week in soccer. Jay, what's for you?
All right. There's only 5 teams left without a loss. 3 in Division II, Archmere, Brandywine, Caravel. 2 in Division I, Middletown, and Wilmington Charter. We talk about parity in baseball this year. Well, we're seeing it all in the girls' soccer. So a lot of great close matches and some great upsets all along the way. So it's been a fantastic season. I just can't wait to see more games.
I'm seeing a lot of certain numbers here. The number is 0. I'm looking at the goalkeepers this year. I was looking at some stats and things today. Caravel hasn't given up a goal all year. Archmere's given up 4 in 8 games. Sanford has allowed 3 now with the 1 today in their games. So they played 8 or 9 games. Tower Hill allowed 1 in the first 5 games until they allowed 2 today. Brandywine's allowed 6 all season in 9 games. So this is over and over and over again. It's Division I, 6 teams out of 17 are giving up less than a goal a game. So it's tough to score in soccer, which makes those goals really special when you go out and watch them. Congratulations to the goalkeepers. They're earning their keep. That was not supposed to come out like that.
No pun intended. No pun intended.
This year.
We're on fire today.
Either the goaltending's out the defense is outstanding, or these girls can't shoot straight. I'm going to give the credit to the keepers and the defense.
I agree.
Yep, so now we're going to make the switch now from the pitch to the diamond here. That's what you did last week. I'll keep doing that. Break down some of last week's games. Number 2, Appo, and number 5, Mount Pleasant. They went out at Appo. They got the big victory, 3-0, as Courtney McNabb pitched a perfect game, out-dueling Tegan Bradley in an old-fashioned pitching battle. Jay, talk a little bit about that one.
Yeah, what can you say? 21 up, 21 down, and then allow the base runner. Tegan Bradley, in the losing effort, only gave up 1 earned run, striking out 8, so she had a great game also. One of those old-fashioned pitching goals that, it was a pleasure to watch, and it was probably done in less than an hour and 30 minutes.
A pleasure for everyone around there. And then Indian River, they get the upset over number 6 ranked Wilmington Charter in the second matchup. 7-2, the Indians picked up a big win over the Force, really slowing down that offense. Mike, what happened there?
I'm not sure, because Indian River has not been a very offensive team this year. The 7 runs they scored was the most all season, except for an 11th spot they put up against Seaford. Obviously, they saw something against the Force they were able to exploit. Good for the Indians, because they need some wins. It's been a tough season in Dagsboro for Indian River. I'm sure Charter will be fine, but Indian River found something they liked, and they took advantage.
Now looking ahead here, we got some good games coming up. Number 4, DMA's got 2 tough games in the next week or so. They face visit number 5, Mount Pleasant. It'll be at Caravel, however. That's a Saturday at 1 p.m. Then they're going to follow it up at 5 o'clock, a doubleheader, as they'll take on number 3, Appoquinimink. That game will start at 5 p.m. Another good matchup will be number 9, Delmar, at number 2, Caravel. Same time, same place. Saturday, 3 p.m. in between the doubleheader for DMA. And then Bow Manor will be taking on number 1 Smyrna, Bow Manor from Maryland, the nightcap at Caravel, 7 p.m. All 4 games part of an Attack Edition tournament at Caravel on Saturday. Jay, how exciting does this seem to be?
It doesn't get any better than this. The 6 teams combined are 55-6 on the year, and we'll see some of the state's best players in one place on Saturday. So, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. And this Bow Manor team is one of the top-ranked teams in the nation, in the region. So they're a very good team, and they get to go up against the Smyrna team, the defending champs, who has been impressive all year.
Like DMA getting a doubleheader in this one. How tough can that be for them?
Well, it's going to be really tough. That DMA is my quick thought, and I'm saving this for last. But it's going to be a tough one. They got 2 games in the 4-hour stretch, and it's not easy. They're going to be playing Apo and Mount, so it's Mountain Apo, so it's going to be a busy day for DMA, and they should eat their Wheaties that morning because that's some tough pitching right there.
I was going to say those are some tough pitchers they're facing.
And everyone out there going to hope that weather holds off so we can have that great tournament to get in on Saturday. Final thoughts, guys, from softball this past week. Anything you want to end with here for softball?
Yeah, I'm going to start. We know who the top teams are, but I want to focus on some teams having a great under the radar types of seasons. Middletown is 7-1 with its only loss to number 1 Smyrna. Dover 8-2. One of those losses to top-ranked Smyrna. St. Elizabeth is 7-2.
Whoa!
They're having a great year up there, and Sussex Academy and William Penn are both 6-3. William Penn just beat Mount Pleasant yesterday, again not reflecting in our rankings. They have a stud pitcher, so all these teams are trying to make the softball state tournament this year, and they have some impressive resumes. Kudos to those teams flying under the radar a little bit.
Coach Juan Rizzo getting the job done with the trainees. Mike, final thought here.
So I mentioned Delaware Military Academy, and I'm going to extend my condolences to DMA, and I know they're 8-0, so it's kind of a tough one. But why? Because before they play those 2 teams on Saturday, they have to play Caravel tomorrow afternoon at 3:45. So look at this over the next 3 days for DMA. They get Savannah Sheets, Tegan Bradley, and Courtney McNett. This is a good team, but this is a really tough stretch for DMA.
Tough.
They're going to find out some things about themselves over the next few days. So good luck to the Seahawks. I know they have one thing about DMA. They don't rely on just one pitcher. They have pitching. Like they have a lot of pitching, so they can get to a fresh arm if they need it. So good luck to DMA, and should be some great softball coming up.
Absolutely. Well, there we have it. Got some great games coming up this week. Go out and enjoy the warm weather. I know there might be some rain in the forecast. Hopefully that we can avoid that and these games get played. So get out there and check these games out. When we come back, we're going to shift over to boys, lacrosse and baseball after this.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out.
Get in there, baby. Let's go.
Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to 302 Sports Weekly here at the Christiana location, Buffalo Wild Wings. We're going to go right through boys lacrosse and baseball right here. And let's look at some of the things that happened last week, starting off in Lax. Number 2 Cape Henlopen, they did it. They knocked off number 1 Salesianum, 12-8 the final in that one. The Sal's first regular season loss since 2006. The last in-state loss, if I'm not mistaken, for Sally's was in 2014 state championship game to the Vikings of Cape Henlopen. So that's a big time win for them. We'll talk about that briefly here in a second. Number 8 Sanford got a big time win over number 3 Archmere, 12-10 the final in that one. And that Archmere first loss of the season in that one. And then number 5 Middletown getting the 11-7 victory over DMA. The Cavs remaining unbeaten by beating the Seahawks. But Jay and Mike, you guys took in this Cape Henlopen versus Louisiana game. That atmosphere had to be crazy.
It was a great crowd down there. Cape had a great student turnout. Sally's had a good student turnout. It was a fun game. The weather held off long enough for them to get the game in. Sal's dominated the face-offs. The rest of the game went all Cape Henlopen's way. I mean, they just took it to Sally's, made Sally's defense work hard, and it was an impressive win for Cape Henlopen. They showed that they can, that they might be the team to beat this year. And
Mike, the last time Salesian lost in regular season, I was in middle school. Nick was in elementary. I mean, this was something to take in. This was impressive.
Yeah, it doesn't happen, and I'm not going to make excuses for Salesiana. They do have a couple of injuries they're fighting through, but Cape Henlopen was the better team. I mean, by far, the better team. Jason said that Sally's won the face-offs, but too many turnovers, too many penalties on Salesiana. And Cape's possessions, Sal's can get the ball away from them. The only way they stop them is they score. Or, there's a couple turnovers for Cape, but they just outplayed Salesiana. And the South had to play Malvern. The game I guaranteed they'd win. They didn't win. So it's a little tough right now for the South. But, I'm convinced they will be there in the end as one of those final 3 or 4 teams. But they have some work to do.
And some great games this week as well, guys. Starting today, a big Henlopen North battle. Unbeaten number 5 Smyrna travels to take on number 1 Cape Henlopen, riding that momentum from that last victory. Mike, do we have a score update on that one?
I did not see an update. I think that was a night game, so it's probably still going on. But I'll try to find one, and if I find it, I'll let you know.
Yep, so that'll be a good one, and you can always check that one out. Number 4 Tatnall at number 6 Sanford. That one's set for Tuesday, 4 p.m. Another big showdown for the Warriors. This time they're hosting their independent rival in Tatnall. Guys, now just we'll dive a little bit deeper into those matchups. So what are you looking for in some of these games?
Well, yeah, I want to see Smyrna. They're undefeated, ranked 5th in the state, but tonight's their first real test at Cape Henlopen. Kind of see where they are in Cape's the measuring stick. Cape Henlopen beat Tower Hill on Monday after beating Sally, so Cape's got some impressive wins. And so I want to see where Smyrna is, and tonight would be good to see where they are.
Absolutely. Mike?
Yeah, well, Sanford, you mentioned they beat Archmere. Tatnall, I believe Tatnall beat Sanford earlier in the year, if I'm not mistaken, by a goal. So a little revenge game there for the Warriors. Well, on Tuesday, it should be a fantastic game out there in Hocus.
Absolutely. Got to keep an eye out for them Sanford Warriors there. And let's move along. Final thought for both you guys here with Lacrosse.
Yeah, I'm going to start. Mike said he wasn't worried about the Sal's last week. I'm a little worried. And the reason now is they're sitting at 4-5. They have some key injuries right now, especially on the defensive end where they struggled the other night against Cape Henlopen. They have a tough national schedule, and it could hurt them come tournament time. I mean, say they're seated down in 6th or 7th position, that all of a sudden they might get Cape or Archmere or some teams that aren't going to be easy for them. So the one thing the Sallies has is they dominate your face-offs, and that could always carry a team from state tournament time because those face-offs are so important.
What's your final thought as far as Lacrosse?
Well, first off, an update. Final Cape 18, Smyrna 1.
Yes.
So the Eagles are no longer unbeaten. We'll say that. Cape, wow, what a performance!
So anyway, I'm looking forward to April 27th, a couple Saturdays from now. Cape Henlopen comes up to Claymont. They play Archmere. I believe it's a noon start, and that should be a bang game up there. They have some size. They have good guys who can really they can match Cape's size. I don't know if they can match their firepower. It should be a good game.
And you can catch that game on 302 Sports.
It'll be on 302.
Make sure you catch that one on 302 Sports. And now we're going to switch gears here for the final time and talk about baseball. Crazy week of baseball results here. Number 1, Appo, a big win over Cape, who's ranked number 7, 17-4. But Pat, some great games coming up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Appo really looking like a very impressive team, and I'm sure we'll get to that in your guys' final thoughts a little bit here. But looking ahead at the games, Middletown will be facing number 4 Dover Saturday, noon start on that one. AI will be facing number 9 Concord Monday, first pitch set for 1 p.m. with obviously the holiday. Number 3 Caravel visiting number 5 Sally's in a really good game Tuesday 4 p.m. When these two teams meet, it's usually a good game, as you guys can attest to. 3-day stretch for the Sal's though coming up. St. Mark's, Appo, and Caravel, like you said. It's a tough one. What stands out here?
I mean, look at that. That's 3 days, back to back to back.
Yeah.
You got to start running out of pitchers. I mean, and
Scheduled contact the commissioner.
Teams in the top 5. I mean, that's a tough stretch for any team. So we'll find out how Sally's fares after that nice little stretch for them.
Absolutely. Mike, let's talk a little about Appo real fast before we move along. They are playing out of their minds baseball.
Yeah, maybe it's there's something on that 301 bypass now that it's open. The softball team and the baseball team, both of them undefeated.
Wow.
Unbelievable. The Appo baseball team, I've had a chance to see them. They've got deep pitching. They can hit. They're a very experienced team, and right now they have the ingredients. They are a team to beat, bar none. There's some good teams in the state, but Appo right now they're the team to beat.
Very fast before we move it into winter's way too early tournament talk. Final thought from baseball. What has stood out to you guys here?
Yeah, and what I'm going to look at is kind of like in softball. I'm looking at teams that are putting together a quiet season. Delmar Christian is 8-1, has been scoring 10.3 runs per game. Delmar is 7-1 thanks to solid pitching. AI DuPont is 6-1 after a solid 5-2 win over William Benson. These teams are all making a case to crash the 302 Sports top 10 pool in the future.
And Mike, what do you got?
This Sunday is Easter, in case you guys forgot.
Lent's over.
It means next week the kids are off from school. Afternoon baseball, baby, and I mean early afternoon, and sometimes even a morning baseball. So you're talking like there's a game at Archmere on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. You have a lot of early games going on. I'd like to see maybe Salesiana move one of those games from 4 o'clock back to like 1, just to help out some.
Sally's isn't on break, Mike.
They're not on break. They should be on break.
There you go. There's an advocate for break. They're going to love that. You hear that, administration?
Everybody else is off. Take an afternoon off. Get all 1,000 kids up on that baseball field and play Appo up on the field. There you go.
I love it. I like that a lot.
Put them on the hill.
I love that a lot.
Tom, you heard it here first.
There you go. Let's move right
Well,
along
now we'll
here.
transition right into it. On that note, right into Winchell's way too early bracket talk here. You heard it for basketball. It was a great job, Jay. You guys did a great job, and now we can bring you back up out of that bunker here early in the season here to talk some spring sports here. Jason, we'll start with baseball. One thing that's interesting, you have at least a 500 win percentage to qualify for the state tournament. So name a few teams that you're worried that might not get to that 500% mark.
I'm going to start with St. Elizabeth's. They're 3-5. Their next. They have 10 ranked teams coming up. Salesiana twice, St. George's Tech. Their schedule is unbelievable coming in. Some tough downstate teams coming up. Milford, Sussex Tech. So it's a tough stretch for the Vikings, and they're going to have to find. They're 3-5 right now. They have to find a way to get to 9-9. But if they do get to 9-9, look at all those bonus points out there on that schedule. So I mean, they just have to be, because of baseball, you have to have a 500. You can't get in at 7-11 like other sports. So that's one team I think that is going to be interesting with their schedule.
Mike, what about you? Who's kind of standing out to you that might be on the bubble watch?
I'm looking at Middletown. I think they were in our top 10 to start the season, but they've been up and down this season, and their schedule not favorable. So Middletown is going to have to put some wins together. And I think Indian River, they started, they're on a slide right now. They lost 4 straight. They were kind of hot to open the season. If they get things straightened out, I think their schedule's good enough where it might carry them in. But like you mentioned, they have to get to the 500 mark where the boys move.
Now, Jay, let's move right along. Let's look at lacrosse for a second. Sal's, if they finish strong, could be looking at an 8-7 record. Could that hurt them in seeding time? Obviously, with the tough losses out of state and then lost to Cape.
Well, yeah, I mean they're going to have some bonus points on there, but an 8-7 record when there's other teams that are going to be 12-3 and 13-3, it's hard to make up those 2 points for every team's win. So. To me, if they're sitting, they could be sitting somewhere at 6th or 7th, or possibly 4th and 5th. And then if they're 4th or 5th and Cape's won, they would be in the semifinals, which changes that up. Everyone's dream rematch in the state championship game could be happen a lot sooner, depending on the seedings. And if say they drop to an 8th seed, they could be Cape in the quarterfinals. So I mean, it could be interesting.
All right, now, Mike, lots of surprises so far this year in lacrosse. I'm going to give you 5 teams here. Middletown, Tattnall, Sanford, Tower Hill, and Smyrna. Do you see any of those teams that I just listed maybe getting a top 4 seed?
Yeah, I'm going to go either with Tower Hill or Tattnall. Tattnall has the 1 win over Tower, so if they beat them again, they get the inside track. But I think one of those two has that lane to get to the top 4. They played Tattnall played Tower Hill twice, or they're going to play them twice. Sanford twice. They got Wilmington Charter, who's off to a real good start. And they have the schedule to pick up those, and they play Archer. So they have the schedule to pick up those kinds of points. So it could be Tattnall. If Tower can earn a split, they also have Sanford twice, and they have Cape and Archer on the schedule, so they pick up some points. So I'm going with one of the independents sneaking in there for the 4th.
Now, Jay, I said earlier in the show that I like numbers. I do. But I don't like math too much, believe it or not. And you look at the softball rankings and the way that things are working and that point index, it's just too confusing for me. So I know that you know all this stuff. Teams that have a 600-plus winning percentage, do you see any of them not making the state tournament as of right now?
No, I think they're all the teams that are sitting above that 600 mark are looking good right now. Of course, we're not even halfway through the season, some of these teams, so it will be interesting to see if they can hold on. But again, they're right there. They have to find a way to just keep on winning out. And the good thing is all of them are playing against other top-ranked teams, so their opponent's winning percentage is going to be so strong. I mean, this is one sport where the math comes into play because you have to add up all your opponent's wins and losses, that divided by a number, and it's a crazy format. So, but I think all those teams are safe right now.
Mike, are any teams below 500 that you think that could possibly pop up in the rankings?
I got 2. The first one is Redline. We saw them. I think they have some tools. They're very, very young, but they have some tools. Now, they are going to need to win all the games they should win, and they're probably going to need an upset along the way, but I think they could do it. The other one, and Redline, by the way, 3-5. The other one would be Cape Hemlope, and they started out, they lost 5 of the first 6, kind of turned things around. They've turned things around, and they have 3 straight wins. And so either one of those teams, Redline, by the way, visits Cape Hemlope tomorrow. How about that? For, who's that? That would be Serendipity, Iron. I don't know what it is, but they play tomorrow. So the winner of that game, I think, has the head start to possibly turn that into a 500 record and get in. Redline or Cape.
There you go.
And all right, fellas, as we wrap it down here, we'll focus on some girls soccer now. Jay, we'll start with you. Do you see any surprise teams make it in that 12-team Division II field come playoff time?
Well, they were surprised at the beginning of the season, but they've really been good. But that would be Brandywine. I mean, right now they are unbeaten. The problem with them is they play in the Flight B, so they're not going to have many bonus points, and their opponent's win percentage is going to be strong. So, but if they win that Flight B and meet all the qualifications, they have a chance to be in the tournament with that. But if not, they could be in trouble because of their opponent's win percentage.
Mike, how about the 8-team Division I race? Any surprise teams do you think in there that could sneak in?
There are. First Johnny from Brandywine. My next door neighbor, Faith Stolfers, is goalkeeper. So kind of root for Brandywine a little bit. But so Division One, I think we have 6 givens. On the bubble, we're leaving. There's maybe 2 spots that are open. Right now, I think Concord sneaks in, especially they can beat William Penn in the last game of the season, and maybe Smyrna. However, Delcastle with a 4-0 win today over William Penn. Cougars are 7-2, so maybe don't count them out. But I'm leading Concord right now.
How about that? So there we go. There's your early first edition in spring of the Winchell's Way Too Early playoff predictions. We're going to just stay right here. We're going to wrap the show up, Nick. We're going to go right along, and we're going to go right down to players of the week. So without further ado, let's take a look at them, Nick.
Yeah, Jay, you want to go over our players of the week for the girls' side of things this week?
Yeah, for the first time we have a 3-way tie for Athlete of the Week.
Oh,
That's
wow.
how crazy it was.
High
What a
level.
great week. I'll start it off with Haley Quickle, a senior from Padua. She shot a 32, which is a 3 under par on the front 9 at Back Creek. She also fired a even par 36 at Wilmington Country Club. So that's a good start. Then we have Courtney McNatt, junior from Appleton. She threw a perfect game as Appo defeated 5th-ranked Mount Pleasant 3-0. She struck out 10. She also pitched 3 innings of relief against Concord, giving up 1 hit and 0 runs. So an impressive week for her. And then we're going to end it with Desiree Namor, sophomore from Brandywine. She just started playing lacrosse last year for Brandywine. The sophomore midfielder scored 3 goals in both games last week as the Bulldogs went 1-1.
Unbelievable. And Mike, as we go into the boys' winner, an impressive performance from a junior.
Yeah, Baxter Travers from Cape Henlope, and you are the player of the week. 15 saves in the win over Salesian and some really athletic ones. He's, they had that within 9-8. Sally's really fought back there in the third quarter, and Travers came up huge. Obviously, he only gave up 1 goal tonight, and he gave me a shout out on Twitter. So, Travers, you
Gotta love it.
are the athlete of the week.
Congratulations to our 4 athletes of the week. Now it's time to wrap up the show with our top 5 plays of the week, and here they are. Number 5, Brett Forrest. Watch this play. Love it. We lost the game. You're watching it. We're not. But it was an impressive play right there in number 4 now.
Yeah, great one-on-one save for 5. Now over to Wyatt Nelson for play number 4 here, hitting the diamond. Check out this play here. He's going to chase down the slow roller, nice little bare hand, and check out the rifle all the way to first base. Got him. Ty does not go to the runner.
Talked about his arm.
You were not kidding. The kid plays quarterback. Number 3, Luca D'Ambrosi, the nasty spin move and goal for Cape. Watch this move. In the big time win, Cape spin. Let me just sneak that in there. Where is that, Nick?
That's where Mama keeps the Thin Mints, Pat. That's where that is. Right into number 2, Sean Hout. Check out this bomb here for the Hodson Silver Eagles. We had the Silver Eagles on the show. We can tell it rubbed off on them a little bit after this shot. Deep left field. And I can't even tell where that might have went over the school, Pat. I can't see it. But that was a deep one.
It's a big fence here at Hodson.
Yeah. And some need to take your time.
Slow roller, yes. Slow trot.
Number 1, Brian Wong with the over-the-shoulder goal from Salesian. Watch this thing. He just,
Oh.
I'll tell you what, he's so quick you couldn't even see it.
Might have to check it out again here.
Roll the replay.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's what I can bring to
He's
the
like,
table.
let me hear it, baby.
Unbelievable shot there and goal from Wong on Salesianum as they're trying to right the ship in their season. So that will do it here, ladies and gentlemen. Another edition of 302 Sports Weekly is come to an end. Thanks once again to our special guest, Wilmington University softball. And real fast before we go, guys, let's get a final word from each of you. Jay, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the golf. And just amazing. You put all 4 of us together and play better ball, we're not shooting a 3 under par at Back Creek.
I don't know about you guys.
That was impressive stuff. So shout out again to Padawa's senior Haley. Great job.
It's Tiger rubbing off, the Masters rubbing off on some people there.
Mike, what do you got?
We give some congratulations to Brandywine High School. They had a night game the other night, the Lacrosse against Conrad. I stopped by, watched the half before I was so frozen I had to leave. But they've been working for years. Rick Shea, the athletic director up there, does a great job. Congratulations, Brandywine, for getting the lights. And we'll see you at night next year.
Well, actually,
or this year.
lacrosse game coming up.
That's right.
Later
This year we'll see you. Congratulations to the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Nick, what you got? Last thing.
I just want to give everyone a reminder about the Attack Addiction softball tournament on Saturday. It will be at Caravel. It'll be four great games, all beginning at 1 o'clock. The last one begins at 7 with Bow Manor and Smyrna. So if you got a free Saturday and the rain holds off, it should be a nice day. Get out there and check out maybe the best softball day of the year, Jay.
Absolutely.
And then, Pat, what do you got for us, Pat?
We got, for all our Roman Catholics out there, we got Easter coming up. Well, what that usually means for schools is spring break following after that. So all the student athletes out there and just students in general, just be smart out there during spring break.
That's a great final thought, Pat. That is a great one.
Don't get yourself in trouble. You don't want to be that person, that's for sure. So stay safe out there during the spring break. So that'll do it here at the Christiana location of Buffalo Wild Wings. For Nick Alcedrini, Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, I'm the Packer Annies. We will see you this weekend and next week.
Happy Easter. If you're religious.